Okay, good. Hi, on this stormy winter day. Okay, it's sample 6 we're doing. It's another Leo's chart. A lot of Leos in this class. Okay, so it's the woman's chart, and we're starting with the pattern type. It's clearly a bucket with the moon as the handle, the 10th house, the moon handle, and the moon phase, the sun. It's look at the sun, look at the opposite point. It's waning, it's coming back to the new moon. It's going to be a waning gibbous. It's between, see, with these namings, waning gibbous is gibbous, and then it's waning. It's going from the gibbous to the waxing half. So that's the waning gibbous, 14 degrees, 48 minutes. And so with the bucket puts a focus on the needs and the feelings of the moon. So interpretation of moon and security is going to be an important issue. Mom, home, feelings, security. Okay. And we'll get into it more because that moon's in Aries up in the 10th. And but the moon phase is waning. So the waning side is moving towards the greater darkness. It's increasing darkness. So there's an instinctive tendency to move towards being more responsible, to being more involved, to taking on commitments, to taking, it's not the waxing one, it's moving more independently. This is following one's own feelings and instincts. This is the tendency where the moon phase is pushing towards belonging, towards being involved, to being responsible, or needing to be. Okay. Sun in Leo, Moon in Aries, Cancer rising. So Sun, you get the fire and the water. So you have the proud, fiery, the proud Leo, the impulsive, strong, courageous Aries, and you have the sensitive Cancer ascendant. So the Cancer ascendant is a kind of awkward companion here. It's not the most comfortable. Makes me just think about it. There's all the fire and all the fire, and then there's really take things personally, be very sensitive. So, okay, it's not a good or bad. It's just a type of sensitivity. Personally, she'll have her feelings on her sleeve in the moment in her feelings, but by her nature, she'll rise to the occasions of the Aries, of the Leo and the Aries. Okay, this is all daylight is greater. 2 points daylight increasing, 3 points nighttime is increasing, slightly different, but just they're all in the daylight is greater. I mean, my lifestyle, my way. So for her, in spite of her personal sensitivity, relationships have to be an add-on. They have to bring something to her. They can't take away from her energy. She's going to want to do things and be active and project her energy. Be independent, live her own way. It's ruled by the sun, the Mars, and the moon. Okay, so are the rulers. The fire and the water, there's a 3 points cardinal, 2 point fixed. So she's just from the person, like she's a person who's got the drive and the determination to do things, to make things happen, but not that much adaptability. Okay, they don't see any mutable here. Four points are masculine, 1 point feminine between these. I'm just running through the points with the sun, moon, and ascendant sign, and we see the projective out far more than the reflective feminine. Need to do things, project. But they're all I, me. The daylight is greater signs. That's the stronger. That's the most outstanding. With here's me, and with none of the initial impressions are about belonging. It's about being responsible, about we, us. But that's kind of contradictory to the moon phase of needing to belong, of needing to be involved. It'll have to be in my way. Okay, so again, you just get used to running through. It doesn't take long. You just go through it and you just slow it down until you make it a little, you get some of the personal side. You start seeing some of the uniquenesses, the idiosyncrasies, the contradictions, the affirmations of a chart. So when we look at the points, 2 points in Aries, I am. 0, I have 0, I think. 1, I feel. 4 points, I will, that's a Leo. 3 points, I analyze, that's a Virgo. 2 points, I desire, Scorpio. 1 point, I use. 1 point, I believe. So willful analysis, that's the main thing. I will, and I'll perfect, I'll analyze. It's the Leo Virgo. I'll make it better. I will make it better. I will improve it. Okay, so just following the associations here. We look at daylight increasing, 4 points daylight increasing, 10 points darkness increasing. So even though she has a strong I, me, her momentum by sign, it's on the nighttime increasing half of the zodiac. Only the moon is in the daylight increasing half. So no, the moon, moon, Saturn, and the midheaven are 4 points that are daylight increasing. But by nature, the need to belong, to be involved, to be responsible, moving towards more responsibility, more commitments, is her primary nature. Then you see the 10 daylight greater, 4 darkness greater, which reinforces what we were seeing with the sun, moon, ascendant. 10 point daily, I got to do my way. I'm doing it my way, but I have to belong, I have to be responsible, I have to take care of things, I have to be involved in things. This is the darkness is increasing. I'm moving towards this, but I'm doing it. I can live up to this. I can make this happen. I can take care of this. Okay. Look at winter, spring, summer, fall, 2, 2, 8, summer, 2. So summer is the most activated season. It's the most potent, energized time. That fits with the Cancer and the Leo and the Virgo energy, all the points that are there. Cardinal, fixed, mutable, 4 cardinal, 6 fixed, 4 mutable. So there is mutable here. There wasn't in the ascendant moon, sun, moon, ascendant side. We didn't see it, but here there is as much cardinal, as much mutable as cardinal, and a strong fixity. So, cardinal, it's not mutable, yeah. So here there is mutability. So we have to, when I'm closer looking, you're going to see the determination and the ability to adapt and to make things happen. But outstanding consistency. Fire, water, air, 6 fire, 0 air, 4 earth, 4 water. So there's the practical side, there's the emotional side, there's the fiery, enthusiastic energy to burn side, but there's not the most communicative side. The tendency is more to do things than to explain what one's doing. So that's an interesting thing. This air is not accentuated. There's a tendency to overcompensate when you're missing an element, but it takes extra energy. Normally, communicating, explaining what one's doing and trying to talk about things is not the important. Doing it, 6 fire. Doing what's practical and feeling good about it. Okay, feeling good about what one's doing. Okay. 6 masculine, 8 feminine. We saw actually in the sun moon signs, it was seemingly the other way because the sun and moon were both in masculine signs. But most of the rest of the planets are in the feminine. So there is a feminine reflective quality here. Remember, we're not trying to define, we're just tuning in to biases, to accents, and different emphasis, and trying to make some relevance to it, make some sense out of it. The sense will be made as we evolve, but we're just seeing the basic outline here. 4 points ruled by the sun, 1 by the moon, 3 by Mercury, 4 by Mars, 1 by Jupiter, 1 by Saturn. So the sun, my purpose, my confidence, when her confidence is up, it's going to have a very powerful effect on the planets. When it's coming, and when she's being active, she's going to be very strong in doing things. Her strength will affect 4 planets. So strength and confidence are the 2 factors that keep most of her chart guided right. If she loses confidence, well, it's going to have an effect on 4 planets. If she loses energy or she's gets an accident or aren't getting around, it's going to have an effect. If her muscle tone goes down, it's going to have effect on 4 planets. So it becomes the rulership points. It just shows you how important the rulership. The sun is a rulership, being pride, being confident, being playful, being creative. Sun is an important issue in her life. And likewise, action, doing things, being strong, being able to make things happen. That's the other important thing. And Mercury is 3, so where she didn't have the air, but she certainly has 3 points accentuated by Mercury, so the thinking is there. Her thinking, the need to think clearly is good there. It's strong there too. We can stop at any of these points, but I'm not. I really just want to, smaller, pull it down here. And we'll, okay. And we'll look at the houses. We'll go to the houses. Again, we're looking for similar things. We're looking for whether it's reinforcing what the signs are saying or contradicting what the signs are saying. And we're looking at these different. So when we look at the houses, 2 points in the first house, identity, sun, 2 points values, 3 points expression. So again, expressing oneself, communicating, expressing oneself, 3 points. In fact, that's the strongest point. So by houses, 1 point security, 1 point performance, 1 point duty, partnership, trust, morality, nothing, honor, 2, friendship and conscience. So she only has her moon above the 2 points above the horizon, everything's below. So when you look at this, you see rising, 9 points rising, 3 setting. That's the instigator. I need to instigate. I need to do things. Her sun and moon are both on this side, all her personal planets on that rising side. I have to make something happen. She can react, but her strength is in what she's doing, not so much how she's reacting. So she takes what she's doing personally with a Cancer ascendant, of course, with the Capricorn descendant, she's going to relate to everyone else practically or want respect or relate to authority. So rising 9 above, rising 9, 3 setting, more projective than reactive. Above the horizon 2, below the horizon 10. So this is an interesting thing, is 10 points below. This, my lifestyle, my personal life, my subjective world is more important, seemingly more accentuated than my functional world of friends, partnerships, relationships. Whoops, sorry. Okay, off. Okay. So when you see above and below, the 10 below, it really points to my lifestyle, my way, how I'm living, not so much how I'm fitting into the social world around me. Friends, partnerships, things of the sort. Okay. So how I want to live. So relationships to her would be on her terms according to how she's living. And she would be projecting to make her lifestyle go. So she has a natural dynamic to project how she wants to live. Okay. In the signs, we had darkness increasing 10 and daylight is greater. Here, so we had the need to belong, need to be responsible for doing my way. Here we have the rising and below the horizon. If I'm into something, I just got to get into it. I got to make it happen.